Hi, my name is Bill Kiefer, and I've got an important message for you.
Be at one with a gun. I'm Bill Kiefer. I'm a firearms instructor, and I'd be happy to give you a personalized one-on-one lesson for firearms. Teach you to shoot a handgun, pistol, for $40, one-on-one. If I will go up to two people for $60, whether it's your husband and wife or you want to bring a buddy. So two people for $60, but no more than that. So it'll be very personalized, one or two people. Come out to the range and shoot. You pay your range fee, me $40 or $60 for one or two people, and I will teach you how to shoot a handgun or pistol. Remember, the biggest thing is the noise and recoil is going to throw your mental game off. So you want to squeeze the trigger, forget about the gun going off, making a noise, and forget about that it's going to flip a bit. And when you shoot, wait a second or two before the next round so that barrel flip is not flipping the barrel up so the bullet goes astray. I'm Bill Kiefer, firearms instructor. Give me a call. Be at one with a gun. Come on out to the range with me. I'm Bill Kiefer, 541-531-3691. Come on, let's do some shooting, and I will teach you how to shoot a pistol, a handgun, yours or mine. Till next time.
Let us talk about pistol parts and operations of different pistols. Basically, you have the revolver and the semi-automatic, or it's an auto loader, but it's a semi-automatic because you have to squeeze the trigger. Here's the revolver. Now, the revolver is simple. Of the two, it's really simple. You pick up the revolver, squeeze the trigger. After you load it, squeeze the trigger, and it goes off. Now you have two types of revolvers. There's a single action. Remember the old West, the old guns, where they'd put it on the holster and they have to cock it and then shoot it. Okay, that is single action. Now the newer guns came out and they're double action, which means you load it with the cylinder with your ammunition, and then you just pick up the revolver and squeeze the trigger, and it comes back, hammer comes back, and it goes off. The revolver is very simple. You don't have to worry about safeties and automatics and semi-automatics and all that stuff. Very simple operation. You pick up the revolver after it's loaded, you pull it out of the holster, your purse, you point it at the person, and you squeeze the trigger, and it goes off. Great. I carried one for many, many years as a marshal before the semi-automatic guns really got their act together, and Glock came actually into play, where you have a nice lightweight gun that's semi-automatic, but it's a little bit more complex. Okay, let's take a look here. The simple operation of the revolver. Here we go. The cylinder swings out. This is Smith & Wesson, one of my favorite brands, although I did carry a Colt Trooper many years. On the Colt and on the Smith & Wesson here, they have a hammer block. It's when the gun's not being operated, there's a hammer block. In case you drop it, it's going to prevent the firing pin from hitting the casing and discharging. Now this is single action here. Single action. Cock it back, squeeze the trigger. Cock it back, squeeze the trigger. Single action. I like single action, but if you're being accosted or you're in a real hurry, you don't have time to be pulling that hammer back. Now let's talk about the semi-automatic. Now, although I've carried the revolver most of my career in the Air Force with the Smith & Wessons we were issued, and then the revolvers I carried, semi-automatic came to play. It's always been there, but it's a little bit more difficult, and it's getting easier and easier because the ammunition is better. They used to misfeed and what have you. But just take a look here. You load the magazine and you put it inside the handle of the semi-automatic. So a semi-automatic, the advantages to it is it's more compact because you don't have a cylinder between the hammer and the end of the barrel. So a revolver has to be longer. Just because the design is semi-automatic, which loads the ammunition automatically, but you have to squeeze the trigger every time, so it's a semi-automatic. So you squeeze the trigger, it discharges, it blows back, and brings another round into the chamber, and you can squeeze the trigger again. Like I say, every time you have to squeeze the trigger, and then it blows it back, reloads another cartridge, and you squeeze it again. I prefer the semi-automatic these days. Glock has come a long way. It's one of the better guns. Just remember, when you're choosing a pistol, be it a revolver, or they call it a wheel gun, or you want a semi-automatic, whether it's a 44, 45.
Learn how to shoot your handgun, revolver, or autoloader. This is not a concealed handgun class. I am a former police firearms instructor and will teach you how to shoot your handgun and be safe with it. Medford, Oregon area, we will use the outdoor range in White City out by the sports park. You pay my range fee and $40 for the 2-hour class. My name is Bill Kiefer, former United States Marshal. Let's go to the range and shoot. Call me at 541-531-3691. Until next time.